little bit of Goodwill to start my day. Don't know what else we'll get into today, but we'll figure it out. $4. $4 VCR. Good timing too, honestly. I'm gonna go to my antique mall shortly, so this was a good buy. Also, this white shelf, I'm gonna make myself pass, but I almost instantly was like, buy, just because I need stuff like it for my antique mall, but I need something substantial. That thing will get torn apart in there. That's an old camera. That might actually be rangefinder. Yeah, I think that's a rangefinder camera. Which kind of, I know just, yep, it is. It's a rangefinder. There's the dial. It could very well be valuable. There's almost no way it works. I mean, we're talking pre-50s, late 40s, early 50s maybe. Just kind of guessing, but I mean, I know. I'm gonna look it up. I know how to operate a rangefinder film camera, but every time I have to test, the film hasn't developed. They're just so old. Not super terribly. I'd love to have it if I knew it worked. And I bet the ones working do sell well. They sort of sell all over the place, and it's dirty. And you have to like hand roll the film sometimes. I still want to put a roll of film in it and test it. But if you find a Leica camera from the same era, that's what's valuable. And so these cameras, you know, not as valuable as the Leica cameras, but people who like them, people who like this era camera, you know, they're going to be into it and want to collect it. Heck, I want to collect it. Another DVD player for $3 or $4. All right, we'll get that too.
Are you warming up?
Excuse me.
Oh,
You're fine. $11.74.
Yes.
Okay, so all right, it's a rangefinder camera, right? What makes it a rangefinder camera? Well, I'm not the most apt to explain it, but it has to do with how the image is shown to you and you shoot it, plus how you put it in focus. You know, some cameras are going to have mirrors. Some cameras are going to have mirrors from the lens up to your eye, so you're seeing what the lens sees. This is not the case. This has a different hole, two different holes, to basically look at two different focal lengths, and you change the lens to each one of those focal lengths and look through the different rangefinders and set your focus and your zoom according to that. And it takes a little bit more guesswork than if you were just looking through and seeing your own true image mirrored down to you. That's the best explanation I can get. Probably not the most accurate, but that's the generalized idea. A lot of you are going to know this, though perhaps not all of you. I'm a huge NASA fan, a huge NASA buff. And the last time I was down in Florida, I had just bought 2 Leica rangefinder cameras at a thrift store, which is a crazy find. Extra lenses, it was nuts. But a day after I found them, I was in a Goodwill in Orlando, and a guy just randomly asked me, because I was carrying around a camera and stuff, he just straight up asked me, do you work at NASA? And I said, no, I'm just here vacationing. I might have had a NASA shirt on. I don't remember now. It's been long enough ago, been several years. And he said, well, I asked because, I mean, it's Florida, so there's a lot of NASA employees down here, and you looked really familiar to me. I thought maybe I'd seen you around. And then we stood there talking about cameras for 20 minutes, probably, before he hit me with the, I actually work at NASA in the camera department. And I just started questioning him, man, because not only am I a NASA nerd, I'm a camera enthusiast. My living has been surrounding a camera most of my adult life. I was like, oh my God, I can't believe I run into you. I've got so many questions. He was very gracious at answering them, real normal, down-to-earth guy. And we were talking about thrifting cameras and finding stuff like this. We shared a love for rangefinder cameras with each other. I wish I'd found a way to stay in contact with him, because it was such a great conversation that I remember so vividly. And he told me some camera stuff he had found. I was like, listen, I'm not trying to one-up you, but I just bought 2 vintage Leica rangefinder cameras at the thrift store, at a thrift store down on the beach. And he was like, no way. So I took him out to the car and showed them to him. I think he would be super surprised at finding this too. It's a rarity to find such a sort of nice intact rangefinder camera. So, all right, a little bit of camera nerd stuff out of the way for the day. Look at that head strength. Buddy, YouTube's over here. So I'm really just making a quick trip in here. I was here yesterday. Basically the antique mall I'm about to go to. I put all the books that I bought here last weekend, the antique mall. They all sold instantly. And all those books were like $1, $1.50. So I bought them, they sold. So I came back and bought all the like $2, $3 stuff. And I'm back here today just in case they put more out. It's worth checking because I've made a lot of money on those books so far. There's nothing else here. To the antique mall. It was worth the shot. Wait, Minecraft? Minecraft! Is it a board game or a puzzle? A Minecraft family game. Too many pieces. Instantly overwhelmed. Booth is a wreck. No shelving, you know, except for my media shelf. I got to do something. And you know, these DVD players and stuff, they're not gonna sell as well here without more media. All right, I got a lot of price. I brought these from my other antique mall. If you've been watching every day, you might know. The problem I have though is that other booth, my price number is 7385, and here it's 738. So I gotta like mark stuff out. And you know what? Most malls don't make too big of a deal about that, but some will. Some will make a big deal about it. So I gotta be careful. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I just did it. I put the wrong booth number. I've got to get that fixed. I need to change my other mall to 738, I guess, because this place won't do 4-digit numbers. The bookshelf there is full. We'll see what it looks like when we come back. But man, I need more media shelves. Bad. Come on. Come on, big dog. Come here, big happy. She's so quick. This thing's almost weightless. Can I have? Can I have? Can I have? Can I has? I'll do you a heckin' good throw. Okay, hold on. Nope, hold on. Don't be stingy, dog. I was bragging to somebody how you didn't do this to me, and now you do it. Rip! What's up, big mama?
What's up?
So,
Hey, are you home right now?
no, I got a mommy date. Do you know what I mean? So someone called me and wanted to hang out, and we couldn't think of anything to do, so we agreed on Walmart. It's becoming a habit. Listen, there's a 100% chance he's about to get a chicken sandwich. I'm so confident of that I just want to hide this camera underneath the chicken sandwiches so it's there when he gets them. But there's like a dozen people digging through it right now, so I can't. Seriously though, I think I beat him inside, so we're gonna try it. We're gonna try to stand there. And I'm gonna be like, got you. Got you.
Oh, nice. So at first I didn't even realize why you said gotcha. I was like, okay.
It's probably not, it's so low down, it's probably not gonna see your face. I don't know what I feel like eating. I'm honestly more interested in something to drink.
Also, I want a corn dog instead.
That's not bad. You know, last 2 times we've hung out now, it's been Walmart. It's starting to be a pattern. It's almost like a mommy date.
Yeah.
I've been doing real good not buying desserts and candies. The most sugary thing I buy at all is cereal, right? And I do eat. I've been eating some cereal, but I got one of these last week and it's amazing. It really just tastes like the Hershey's cookies and cream bar.
Yeah.
Really, but it does have a little bit of peanut butter, so I'm gonna get another one. However, last time I put it in the fridge and tried to eat them cold, which I normally like, but my teeth were like, no, I don't think so.
The other day, Ruler had a deal on all Hershey's candy, so it was like all the little 8-packs and stuff like this, you know, for $1.
Oh, yeah.
So I went crazy. I bought like all the Pokemon chocolate bars they had, all the Kit Kats and Reese's Cups, because Reese's Cups are my favorite.
Same.
But
Do the Pokemon ones have anything in them, or it's just the...
it's just chocolate, but I found ones that are mini, so that it has, each one has a different Pokemon on it, so it's more worth it than buying the big ones.
I don't remember where I saw them the other day, but I saw them somewhere. On yesterday's video, actually the last 2 videos, I sort of pondered the question, what's the future of old media, CDs and stuff like that? And as soon as I walked in Walmart and said, hey, sweet mama Reed, what do you want to look at? He said, I want to check out the CDs. That's pretty crazy. That answers a lot of questions I asked yesterday, but also I wouldn't have paid attention to this without thinking about it, without you wanting to look at these. So few CDs.
Yeah.
Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
They used to be literally, it was an entire section. You remember that? Like it was almost as big as the DVDs were. Like
Yeah.
you just...
There's not even 30. I mean, I guess there's a couple more stragglers here. There's not even 30 selections. Who is fighting for that shelf space? I mean, obviously the big ones, Sabrina Carpenter, Iron Maiden, Johnny Cash.
There's a lot of Chapel Roan too, but
Yeah.
they're just sold out. But honestly, most of the time, it's a whole lot of Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
Like it's nothing but Taylor Swift.
Well, it's crazy. You've either got to be tip top #1 to get a CD on the shelf in Walmart, or you got to be super classic like Iron Maiden.
Or like they'll release like a couple like new albums from like popular artists and they'll put them out here. But like once the stock is done from that initial feature, like they don't restock it anymore.
That's crazy. I was not paying attention to this. And there's Creed, Black Sabbath. There's more classic than new. But like the only new music I recognize, Chapel Roan, Sabrina Carpenter. And what's that guy's name? I know him. Guy that toured with Ozzy. I don't know. Can't think of his name.
Oh, I don't know either. But yeah, they really missed the mark on the CDs now, because it's like there's a huge chunk of music history that's just constantly missing from this section.
Sure.
It's just always like the really, really classic stuff like Black Sabbath and Iron Maiden and shit like that. A whole lot of AC/DC reprints and stuff.
Right.
And then like the brand new stuff, so like the Sabrina Carpenter and like the really popular Tyler the Creator albums. And stuff.
Well, for vinyl, I was kind of thinking that there's way more vinyl than CDs. That's saying something.
Yeah.
I figured you'd be excited. Do you own these?
Yeah, I have every Tyler the Creator album on vinyl. as
That's
of right
wild.
now.
That's wild. You know, the vinyl I owned when I was a kid was like, when I was younger, not a kid, I owned some MXPX on vinyl, some Linkin Park, and some stuff like that from the early to mid 2000s.
I had a lot of Gorillas growing up. That
That's
was
a good one to have.
my big thing.
I wanna go to the thrift store.